The team at Technology for Hotels knows how busy you are, so we've created this concise briefing to keep you up to date on key happenings in the hotel industry. Let's dive in. Today, we're taking a strategic look across the hotel landscape. Big focus on APAC, naturally. We'll cover development, capital, performance, and of course the tech that's really changing operations.
Yeah, and the big picture, I think, is, well, it's resilience.
Yeah.
Especially in APAC, you've got intense brand competition, some really strategic acquisitions, and investment holding up despite, global caution.
Okay, resilience. Let's start with that growth engine then. New openings, brand moves. Australia seems busy, IHG for instance. They just opened their first dual-branded property in Melbourne Walk, Holiday Inn and Hotel Indigo.
273 rooms for Holiday Inn, 179 for Indigo.
That dual brand thing, is that about tight site availability or just efficiencies?
It's often a bit of both, really,
Yeah.
but mostly efficiency and market segmentation. You get shared back of house, right?
Yeah.
But two different brand experiences, different price points, catches more travelers on one footprint, pretty smart and dense areas.
Makes sense. Okay, shifting up market a bit. Lifestyle. Hyatt's debuting Caption by Hyatt Down Under. Sydney Haymarket, 174 rooms. Slated for, what, October 2025?
That's right, October 13th.
And they're positioning it as upscale, tech-enabled, and guest-led, host-supported. What does guest-led actually mean operationally?
Well, think decentralized services, mobile check-in, keyless entry, a digital-first approach for info interaction. The guest manages their stay more autonomously, but the host-supported part is crucial.
Right.
It means staff are freed from, the transactional stuff. They can focus on the experience, the personal touches. But that only works if the tech backbone is solid.
That experience focus definitely seems key overall. Look at Hilton. Huge moves in luxury and lifestyle. They've passed 160 hotels trading in that segment in APAC already and plan to grow it by 50%.
Yeah, they're really leaning in. Alan Watts, their APAC president, called the region an engine of growth. You see it in the pipeline. Waldorf Astoria, Bali 27, Nomad Singapore 26. It's a massive strategic bet on that high-end traveler.
It's not all smooth sailing, though, even in growth regions. We've got the intercontinental Singapore Bugis example. IHG's stopping management end of 2025. Poor performance cited. 406 rooms.
That's a really stark reminder, isn't it? Even in a hot market like Singapore, owners won't wait long if performance lags. Fraser's Hospitality Trust, the owner, they'll likely rebrand fast. Maybe Marriott picks it up in 26. Shows you the churn and the pressure on management contracts. Perform or you're out.
Perform or divest. Okay, that leads us nicely into capital flows, investment activity. Big cross-cultural deal here. Seibu Prince Hotels worldwide. SBW acquiring Ace Group International, parent of Ace Hotels. US $90 million.
Yeah, that's a fascinating one. Closing by end of September.
What's the play?
It feels like a classic case of buying culture, buying that lifestyle edge instead of building it slowly. SBW wants 250 hotels by 2035. They need that younger, design-forward vibe Ace brings. The plan, they say, is blending Ace's cultural edge with Japanese omotenashi.
Right, omotenashi, that deep anticipatory service philosophy from Japan. That could be a really powerful mix, actually.
It could. Elsewhere, investment is, well, active but quite targeted. Thailand, for example, set to cross USD 650 million in hotel investment this year. Mostly domestic buyers, focused heavily on Bangkok.
And on the advisory side, Global Asset Solutions boosting their APAC presence after opening in Singapore. Adding that KS Hotels and Resorts portfolio, Park, Hyatt, Melbourne, JW Marriott Gold Coast, signals confidence in Australian luxury, yeah.
It does. But let's pull back to the wider APAC view. JLL's data for the first half of 2025, it shows some caution. Total transactions hit USD 4.7 billion. But get this, 84% of that was concentrated in just 5 markets.
84%? Which ones?
Japan led the way with 1.5 billion, then Greater China, Australia, Singapore, and South Korea. Very concentrated.
And overall investment dropped 23% year on year. If demand is rising, why the drop?
It's that bid-ask gap widening. Buyers want better pricing, higher cap rates, reflecting, global economic uncertainty, interest rates. Sellers, many are still holding out for maybe pre-pandemic valuations or peak figures. So deals are just harder to close right now. Volume drops.
Oh, okay. So the capital is still there, just pickier.
Exactly. In fact, private equity and regional high net worth individuals, they're increasing allocations to hospitality, up 6% and a huge 54% respectively. And CBRE notes another trend. Rising construction costs, pushing investors towards value-add plays, mid-scale conversions, even converting older hotels to student housing or co-living. seeking operational value.
That conversion insight is really relevant for anyone managing existing assets right now. Okay, let's pivot to performance on the ground. Gateway cities look strong. Tokyo's occupancy is over 80%, ADR beating 2019. Sydney's near 80% occupancy, maybe flat ADR but stable. Bangkok's hitting record ADRs, even with a temporary dip in arrivals earlier.
Yeah, pricing power is holding. And look at New Zealand. A real turnaround story. August 25 was their first yo-yo rise in occupancy and RevPAR since April. Driven by international rivals, Aussies, US, China, plus a great ski season, Queenstown's really leading that charge.
That's fantastic news for NZ. And you can't ignore the long tail of major events, right? Accor at Sydney Olympic Park. Those 700-plus rooms from the 2000 Games, Novotel, Ibis, Pullman, still strong occupancy 25 years on.
Incredible legacy, isn't it?
Yeah.
Fueled by ongoing sports events, big concerts like Taylor Swift, sustained demand generation.
Yeah.
And the NZ government gets it too. That new $70 million investment to attract tourism and events. That's strategic, spreading visitors beyond just the main hubs.
That stability lets operators focus on excellence. And sustainability is becoming a real financial factor now.
Definitely. We're seeing clear commercial returns. The Grand Millennium Auckland, after a $30 million refurb, got both a Qualmark 5-star and the Gold Sustainability Award. It shows investing in green practices isn't just nice to have, it's expected at the high end and impacts ratings.
And locally, PARKROYAL Parramatta winning that Western Sydney Tourism Award for boosting the region's profile shows community engagement pays off too.
Right. Which brings us nicely to technology and operations, the core of a lot of this.
We saw the takeaways from No Vacancy Sydney 25, the Innovation Hub, the Pitch Series. Our own Brendan Granger moderated panels on check-in modernization, balancing automation and human touch and AI readiness, opening up data, key themes.
Yeah, absolutely. And we have a great practical case study. Kimpton, Maine, Frankfurt, using Saba Hospitality Solutions.
Yeah.
They rolled out the digital compendium, bye-bye paper, hello multi-language guest hub.
And mobile ordering, too. Secure payments, integrated right into their Infosys Cloud POS, cuts errors, speeds things up.
But the really smart part, the deeper integration. It connects to core task management. So guest requests via the app, housekeeping, amenities, whatever, get routed automatically to the right staff member's device. No manual relaying. That's the operational win.
Cuts response times, boosts productivity, lets staff focus on the guests, not the process.
Exactly. Their rooms division manager, Kunal Shah, called it a game changer. Staff have more time for memorable experiences. That's the goal, isn't it? Tech freeing up people to be hospitable.
That's the balance everyone's aiming for. Okay, let's quickly run through some key leadership moves, stars in motion.
Yeah, quite a few shifts. David Bashir, South Australian hotelier, now heads the Australian Hotels Association nationally. Big role. And Marriott continues internal promotions. Kieran Endicott is now SVP, South Asia, covering ops and development. Big focus on that region.
We also saw Jason Pirrock appointed VP, Global Brand Marketing at Outrigger, key marketing position, plus new teams forming like at Crown Plaza Fiji with Regina Wilson for sales and marketing, Anna and Ravi for F&B, and new GMs like Jake Guilfoyle at 25 Hours Hotel The Olympia, Tim Smith moving to hotel manager at the Ritz-Carlton, Will Howes now VP Sales APAC at Trust You. Lots of movement.
Yeah, leadership is key right now.
Yeah.
Navigating the investment climate, driving that tech integration we talked about. The right people make all the difference.
That wraps up this week's 5-Star Weekly Briefing. Thanks for tuning in and staying informed with the latest in the hotel industry. Don't forget to check out our 5-Star Conversations audio series, where Brendan Granger from Technology for Hotels sits down with the industry's most influential leaders to uncover their journeys, insights, and the future of hospitality. It's a must-listen for anyone passionate about elevating their guest experience and driving innovation in the hotel world. Until next time, stay well and stay ahead. See you next week.